Hello, 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 and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Keona, and I primarily do diamond painting content with a little bit of shop stuff. It's funny how that intro has changed. But if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. This is a WIP Chat where I work on things. Wow, I'm looking green today. Why am I looking so green? I think my light might be too bright. Hold on. Would help if I could find the button. Maybe that'll help. Come on. Stop making me green. Nope, we're gonna be green today, it looks like. Either way, this is a WIP Chat. This is where I work on my WIP. And I talk to y'all about how things have been, and it's been a while since we've had a WIP Chat. I went on a vacation. I've been working hard on the shop and everything else. This right here is Magic Potion by Jenoviya Art from Diamond Art Club. It's a massive diamond painting. I try to remember the size. 168 by 60, I think. Please hold. We'll find out. 168 by 60. Nice. Look at me. Look at me. I need to update my journal here. I haven't updated it in a while. But I keep notes. So, we will be working on this today. My tools, I'm using cat-proof diamond painting trays. I have some uni-made trays over there if I choose to use them, but I probably won't this time. I got my wax minder from my shop. I got my little trash drill thingy from my shop. Section frames from my shop. Is it a Keona's Corner thing? Maybe. Hey, if I don't use my own product, what am I, right? We got my pen from Diamond Pen Pal, my pen from Enablers Outpost. We got Randa's Crafty Corner Pumpkin Pie Scented Putty. And my PaddyWaxx Super Sticky. Yep. So we got everything we need here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom back in, and we're going to come back where I restart the clip because I do my time-lapse every week, and we're finally back in time-lapse land. Yes. But I'm getting to this point to where I have ADHD, so I don't finish things. I don't like to finish things. It's like as soon as I get close to the finishing point, I start slowing down. So I'm trying to stay ahead of myself with that, trying not to do that. So what we're going to do right now is just not think about how much is left. There's supposed to be 14 columns, and we're on the 10th column, and we're just going to get into it. So let's just do that. Okay, now we're all situated. Sorry. So it is a gloomy day. Normally I have a longer startup for this, but I just want to get into it. I gotta get my tablet here so I can write down the time. Tablet. It's a Kindle Scribe. What's today? Today is the 14th. Yes, I am recording this the day it comes out. This has become a habit of mine. And I wasn't feeling well, to be honest. I was not feeling well at all today. So I slept in till like 10. It's 11 o'clock now. And it's just been ugh. You ever have those days that you're like, why am I even up? Yeah. A lot of it is allergies. I'll be honest about that. A lot of it is, I don't know what's going on with Alabama weather right now. But if you, oops, wrong one. If you live in one of those states where it's like, yesterday it was in the 40s, today it's in the 70s, and like it's constantly going back and forth like that, you understand what I'm feeling right now. Yeah, it's not fun. And then what happened was I was down in Florida for a week, so my body temp got used to that like heat. I'm gonna call it heat because it's fucking hot. It was. Look at me, 15 minutes in, and I have less than 15 minutes in, and I'm already dropping F-bombs. Yeah, so I got used to the heat, and now my heater's gonna come on and off right now because of the fact that it's borderline 72 in here. Or not 72. 70. It's borderline 70 in here, so it's like, oh, we're gonna get you up to 70 and then we're gonna turn off again. So, yeah. Oh, man. So, how is everyone doing? Before we get into my stuff, let me ask y'all how you're doing, because I tend to forget to care about other people. I care about other people, but I seem a little self-centered. Hey, at least I'm honest. There's a lot of people who seem self-centered that won't say they do. They're just like, oh, no, I'm perfect. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure you are.
Someone is at the front door.
Computer set volume to 1. Yep. We got interrupted, didn't we? We got interrupted, but vibrations are on now. Yeah. I turned it off to where I don't have that notification every time somebody walks in front of the door, and I need to turn it back on now that I'm home. And I've been home for a week and a half, and I haven't done it yet. Oops, my bad. Right now, I'm having issues seeing. I turned down that light, and now I'm like, I can't see. Y'all are like, but it's clear as day. You know what? Leave me alone. Don't make fun of my eyesight. I'm blind. I'm blind. So, I had fun in Florida. A lot of people are making fun of me because of the fact that I couldn't stop talking about Pete Alonso's ass. Best ass in baseball. I got to see the Mets play twice. That made me happy. I got to see some family while I was down there. Some friends I consider family. Actually, friends I consider more family than actual family. You know, I hung out with my sister-in-law, my cousin. It was good times, good times. So it wasn't a bad trip. It was just hot. And I paid a lot in tolls. Because I didn't want to take the long way. Do you know how much it costs to cross Alligator Alley? It's like $4. That's I-75. Do you know how much time you save taking I-75 instead of 41 to get from the southeast coast to the southwest coast? You save like almost an hour. So yeah, I'll pay $4. I will. And I crossed it 3 times. So I will pay $12 to save 3 hours of my life, okay? Not too bad, not too bad. I don't think I've had coffee today. We might have to pause this video so I can make coffee, which is fine. Look, I got priorities. I love my coffee. Why did I pour so much into the tray? Oh, you get to see me transition sections probably, because this is going to take me less than 45 minutes. Yep. I'm so glad I didn't pour that in yet. I almost missed that. There we go. Double check. We're good. Watch this not be good. Yeah, I tried it different this time. Normally I start from towards me, out, but I was like, no, I want to start from this side. Because then I can see how much I've done easier. Forgive the yawning, like I said. Today has been a day. A lot of it's allergies, but I'm gonna claim it's allergies. I'm not allowed to be sick. I got too much stuff going on to be sick. I got shipments that need to go out this weekend because they were supposed to go out today, but I didn't film my WIP Chat, so yeah. I was like, you know what? Yes, the channel will suffer because of the fact that I'm busy with the shop. It will. Let's not deny facts here that you guys have all seen. But at the same time, just because of the fact that I'm just really busy, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I'm not going to sit there and skip out again on a WIP Chat. The thing was, I didn't paint all last week, and I wasn't going to pick up the diamond painting for one day. And then I even thought about not diamond painting at all this week because I hadn't picked it up yet until Wednesday. I picked it up. Oh, woman, why you got yawn? And then last night I was trying diamond paint and I just couldn't. This morning I did a little bit, but I wasn't feeling well. That's why I didn't really record. I wasn't ready to record. But I probably, let's be honest, I'm not ready to record right now. So what has been happening? Well, after vacation, I got home, dealt with bullshit. Easter weekend happened. I hope your Easter was fantastic. My kids are older. I have a 12, 14, and 16-year-old. My 14-year-old will be 15 next week. Wait, not next week. The week after next. Oh, man. I almost have 3 teenagers. My youngest will be a teenager in July, so we don't do like the whole Easter egg hunt and all that. My mother tries, and she was getting ready to set it up, but then my brother called and said that they weren't going to make it for Easter at the farm. And so she called me saying it's just going to be us, and that we have all this ham and mac and cheese, because that's all she made was ham and mac and cheese. I guess she had a feeling my brother wouldn't show up. He had to work. That was his reasoning, and yeah, I get you have to work, but in my opinion, I'll give you my opinion right here. I love my brother and everything, but common sense is not their strong suit. And in my opinion, yes, you have one vehicle, but one, you live walking distance from your job. 2, why is that there? 2, you could always sit there and have your wife drop you off at your job. Right? So there's, to me, the kids could have enjoyed Easter. But that's my own personal opinion, and in the end, they're not me. Give me a sec. I'm gonna make some coffee and do some nasal spray. Okay, there we go. It took me a second to get the pause to work, and then I had to go find my nasal spray and everything, man. But I got my coffee. We're a little bit better here. We're a little bit better. I was starting to sound like depressing almost. Look, that's what happens with finger holes right here when you go to roll them up your sleeve. They look weird. But anyway, yes, if your hoodie has finger holes, you understand. You understand the struggle. So I did get a couple new purchases, or I got at least one that I haven't shown off. I think I showed it off in the time lapse, so you'll see it on the time lapse, but I'll grab it here in a second and show you. And I think that's it. Like, I've been working on the shop, I've been working on new purchases for the shop, and I don't really show those. You see them whenever they're coming to fruition, which I'm happy to say, I talked about it in the shop update yesterday. The 2.5 by 3 baggies came in. So I got a lot of work to get them ready because, like I said, I'm not selling the baggies. You can go buy the baggies yourself, you know what I mean? I'm selling the labels on the baggies. So that is hopefully next week. I don't know. I am way behind when it comes to that work. Way behind. Yeah, I could have taken another week off diamond painting and diamond painting content, but like, no. We've seen it time and time again. Creators that own shops just get busy with their shop, and there's nothing wrong with that. It makes perfect sense, and I've had WIP Chats explaining this before. Oh, you are conclaved, and I can't get you off now. Sorry, my nose is like, nah. You ever have this situation? Sometimes it's just easy to take tweezers to it. There you go. Let's put those down and then we'll fix it. Man, my nose. Oh! Yeah, I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer. I don't want to sound miserable, so I'm trying to, like... You ever just sit there and try to overcome things that you physically cannot overcome because it's like your allergies in this case, or maybe your financial situation, whatever. You're just like, I'm gonna overcome it. Fuck everything else. I am that stubborn. That is me right now with my nose. It's also me kind of with my financial situation, but that is more like I can't afford to buy diamond paintings right now. Which is fine, you know, gotta have your priorities straight. And I've been lucky that the only diamond painting I have wanted in recent days has been Deadpool. And, well, I kind of like that Twilight Panther, but it wasn't like, oh, I gotta have it or I'll die. And neither was Deadpool, so I put them off because I am stuck in an afterpay situation. Not a bad afterpay situation. It's just I'm trying to pay down my afterpay. So I'm lucky enough I have a $1,500 balance on my afterpay. I do not owe that much. That is my credit limit with afterpay. And I got it where I had like 900 available or something like that. And I was so excited, and then my headset started acting up last Friday. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I had to replace a $200 headset, but I found it in white for $150. So I was happy, and I just didn't have the $150 because, you know, bills, which I'll tell you about that here in a second. And so I did an afterpay. Well, my mortgage went up. So this is how it all starts. My mortgage went up. It went up from $1,450 to $1,800. And I'm not even fucking kidding you. That much it went up. And so I had the $1,800 in the account, but I never touched it. It was like, it's sitting there because I couldn't justify spending all of the $1,800 in one go on one bill, you know, and then leave us with nothing for 2 weeks. You know, I like paying my bills, but I also like being able to survive. We've all been in that situation where you rob Peter to pay Paul. Well, Wednesday, I get a text message from my husband. If y'all didn't know, my husband lives 1,000 miles away in Texas while trying to fix up the house to sell it and everything else, which costs money and everything. So we're paying for 2 households because my mother doesn't make enough money to pay for the electricity that I cause or the water that my kids cause, stuff like that. So we pay the utilities here, the internet, the electricity, and the water. So we're paying for 2 households. And I get a text message Wednesday. Hey, the water and the power got cut off. I think the power's an outage, but the water got cut off. And I go, what do you mean the water got cut off? I've had that as an afterpay for almost a year. Or not afterpay, auto pay for almost a year. I have a piece of trash stuck in my nail. Or did I get it out? I don't see it in there. It's forever stuck in my nail. That'll be funny when I go to clean out my nail. Here I'm trying just to find it. And nothing's coming out, so my nail's not even dirty. Anyway. So, he goes, the water's turned off and the power's turned off, and so is the internet. Again, I'm paying for internet in 2 locations. And I go, or he goes, well, the internet and the electricity are an outage. I can confirm that. But the water? Because that makes no sense. And I go, that's not possible. It's been on an auto payment for over a year. Or about a year. Well, my bill, it's not been paid since May of 2021. So what I thought was an auto payment, because it's such a minuscule amount, before fees and everything, late fees, past due balance fees, all this other shit that they add on to you, it's about $40 a month. So you wouldn't notice that $40 a month is not going out of your account. Especially with everything else going out of your account because of everything else. And so the bill for 11 months with fees, past due balance fees, and everything else, the bill comes up to $1,123.22. I am livid. So I go to call them. I go, I can give you $800 today, and the remaining 300 something. Didn't I turn you down? Anyway, the remaining 300 and something this time next month. You know, just make it a $400 payment because we paid off my car. So it's, you know, that little bit of cushion now. I can't get that off. That piece of trash off. Anyway, so we have that little bit of cushion, right? So I'm like, fine, you know, I can make it happen. And she goes, ma'am, you're not authorized on the account, so you're going to have to get your husband to call and settle this up. Any woman who runs the financials in their household. And what I mean is I don't work. I don't have a job. My job, in fact, is the Etsy shop and whatever hobby I have that week. You know, so I don't have a conventional job. So, any woman who does the budgeting and the payment of the bills and everything else in their house, they know that their husband is not going to call and talk to the water company in a decent amount of time, you know, in a decent time frame to get this fixed. So, I do this thing called an elastic loan. I paid off our last one. Everything was fine. I was like, don't need to touch it. This is for emergencies only, or Christmas, or whatever, you know? So I don't touch it. And this happens. And I go, oh, mother fucker. I was going to say mother trucker. Well, I don't know why I landed on that word. But anyway, so I go, I tell my husband, I go, this is what happened. I go, they want to talk to you before we do anything like that, but screw it. Fuck them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go take out an elastic loan, which is like a payday loan. But they do carry over fees instead of interest, so it ends up being high-ass interest. But yeah, it's better than a payday loan. So, it's better than a payday loan, but it's still a predatory loan. So I go over to them, and I go, here's what I'm going to do. Or I go to him, and I go, I'm going to do an elastic loan, get the $1,200 we need, and instead of... I'm still going to pay the mortgage, which I did. So, instead of sitting there putting the mortgage back or doing anything or messing with the electric or the water company, what I'm going to do is they're going to want $100 every 2 weeks. What I'm going to give them is $300 plus every 2 weeks. So we're not going to be sitting in this, you know, predatory loan situation. Does that make sense? I go, because we have the money if they let us split it up, but they're not willing to work with me because I am not on the account. So fuck them. I'll just do it this way because I need to be in charge of this. And he 100% agreed, so we got an elastic loan. They still haven't taken the $1,200 out of the account, or the $1,123.22 out of the account, but the elastic money's sitting there. And I'm like, and I thought this Thursday was payday? No, not this Thursday. It's next Thursday. But when I did the elastic loan, I'm not stupid. Remember how I said I don't want to sit with nothing in my account, like sitting at a less than $100 balance, because that's just stupid? I did it to where it was a $200 extra dollars that we needed. More than what we needed. That makes sense. I was like, I'm not going to sit there and put us in a fucking bad predicament because of the fact of a water bill and a mortgage and everything else. I understand these bills have to get paid, but if I need a copay, well, that's HSA, that's a different thing. But say Michael comes to me and says, Mom, I need money for a field trip. The reason why that's fresh in my head is because he did come to me and ask for money for a field trip. But you know what I mean. The incidentals that come with the kids that aren't covered by HSA. Or insurance or whatever. But right now, I'm having fun with my insurance company and my HSA company. Because insurance no longer covers Amazon Pharmacy. And my HSA is mad that I won't sit there and switch pharmacies. Nothing else delivers to my door here. And with it being my blood pressure medication, there is no way I am going to rely on myself to manually go to to any pharmacy to get it refilled when I have auto refill and auto delivery set up with Amazon Pharmacy. So I'm taking a hit. It's not even a high financial hit. It goes from like $5 to $10 for my blood pressure medication. It's my nasal spray. because my nasal spray is $50 through Prime instead of like $200. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And my insurance was already fighting me on that because my nasal spray is a combination of Flonase and Zyrtec. And so they fought with my doctor saying that I should just sit there and be prescribed, not prescribed, but given Zyrtec and Flonase, which I used to be on. But my doctor fought and said that's not working for her. So we are attempting to sit there and try an all-in-one spray that she does twice a day, or as needed. And so my doctor stood up for me on that, basically saying I'm not getting enough from the daily Zyrtec, and maybe 2 sprays of Flonase. So yeah, my insurance company, it's CVS Care something, whatever. Y'all know. Once you heard that CVS, you knew exactly what my prescription insurance was. And fight with them. Now, I've heard I could use my health insurance for prescriptions, so I might try that, see if it'll let me use my Blue Cross Blue Shield, but I doubt it. Yeah, this is just a total ADHD video at this point. That's fine, that's fine. So, yeah. So that happened. And then that was this week. This is all over the place, like I said. And mortgage just left my bank account today. I kind of laughed because of the fact it was scheduled to be paid 2 days ago, but okay. So they got their monies. They're happy. They have not called me today. Yeah, you notice when you're 1 day late on the mortgage company? Actually, not even 1 day. The day it's due, I start getting phone calls from the mortgage company. Like, hey, you gonna pay? You gonna pay? And so ours is due on the 1st, late on the 16th. So, and doesn't, so it accrues a fee on the 16th, but it doesn't get reported to the credit bureau until the 30th. So either way, I try to pay before the 16th to avoid the fee, but at the same time, also, if I have to, I will push it to right before they're about to report it to the bureau. Does that make sense? Again, it's a whole rob Peter to pay Paul. I gotta be creative with my finances. But, so, I've been avoiding phone calls. And at the same time, I was supposed to go to Hobby Lobby to get some new vinyl. And they had it on order for me. But since I avoid phone calls, I have no clue if it came in or if the warehouse was out of it. Because she says if the warehouse is out of it, you won't get a call. But if it comes in, you'll get a call saying it's ready for you. And they're going to put it on hold for me. So I told them I'd go in Saturday. So tomorrow. And somebody asked me when I was sitting there talking about this, I was just talking, I think with a couple friends, and they go, what about using your shop money? I go, well, the problem is all the shop money is instantly going back in the shop, restocking the vinyl, buying upgrades, buying packing supplies, and, working on the marketing. And right now, I'm not paying myself. It'd be different if I'm paying myself. Because whatever is not going in the shop is going into savings to cover my taxes at the end of the year. I live with a tax preparer. So, that's her job, is to prepare taxes. So I'm always reminding my mom has been bugging me constantly. She goes, do you have a second bank account set up yet? What do I need a second bank account for? She goes, you need to put away your stuff for your taxes in a separate bank account. And I go, well, I'm just putting it in my savings. She goes, no. You need a separate bank account. So I gotta do that at some point. I have to make a bank account just for my taxes. She says that gets rid of all temptation from using the savings in an emergency. And I kind of believe her. So I have I have 2 savings that's hard for me to get money out of. Like, it's a process. One is my Affirm savings, which isn't that hard. My other one is my credit union, which is located in Oklahoma, and I have to do a written inquiry to get that money out. So it's probably either going to go in my credit union or in my Affirm savings account. That way I don't have to make a whole nother account. But it's also not right there in my face every time I load my bank account. Why am I using the baby tray? Why not? Yeah. But on the bright side, I am excited for the things I'm working on. Today I am cleaning up the shop. We talked about it in the shop update. Problem is, I haven't started it, so I'm not going to have new photos yet, but they will be coming. Probably over the weekend. The listings will change today. I'm not going to give a time, because I'm thinking... I'll give you an idea, but it's not the actual time. So I'm thinking like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time when it's all going to happen, because that's, that's evening for our side of the country. That is mid-afternoon for the West Coast at the same time, so it's kind of fair to the entire time zones of the U.S., except for Hawaii. I'm sorry, because I don't know Hawaii's time zone, or Alaska's, but I think, either way, what I'm saying is it's not midday, which would make it early for the West Coast, and it's not super late to make it late for the East Coast. It's a nice, good average time, and considering I only ship to the US and Canada, yeah. Which I've already had people mad at me because I don't ship to the UK. I'm sorry, I can't even go into that. It's just so confusing, the requirements in order to ship things to the UK, that I think Germany even considers something like an Etsy shop as small as mine as a major corporation, and you gotta pay for this permit, and no, I'm not saying that it considers it a major corporation, but it's like, it's not the whole mom and pop thing. A small business is still a business to them, and it was just getting too confusing for all the regulations for like the EU and other countries, and I'm like, I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up with what's needed to sell to these countries. So unless things get really popular and I have no choice but to learn, I'm just going to stay an ignorant American right now. People hate that I call myself an ignorant American, but it's not who you would think hates it. It is not, like, so, I got friends in the UK. I've had friends in the UK since I was about 18 years old. Yeah, actually, all of the EU. That's besides the point. I have a girl in Belgium who was sending me Christmas cards up until like 2019, something like that. But it was because when I was younger, I had developed a browser-based game called Notorious Dons, and a lot of our audience were in the EU. So a lot of our player base was in the EU and the UK, and very few of them were actually in the US. So we were the minority. And so you would think it's those people from other countries that would get upset about me calling myself an ignorant American, but it's not them getting upset by it. It is actual Americans saying that, oh, that's messed up. You're doing a stereotype that all Americans are ignorant and da da da. No. One, it does not look bad when you sit there and call yourself an ignorant American. Because ignorance is not what you think it is if you are insulted by it. Ignorance is not knowing any better. And that's why when I sit there and I say, oh, I may sound like an ignorant American here, it is literally me not knowing any better about it. And so asking a question about things. Like, I asked Jomio. No, I didn't ask Jomio. It was in Jomio's chat. In Jomio's chat, we were talking about showing your ID. About how, well, right now they have a policy at my Murphy's that no matter how old you are, you gotta show your ID. But other places that they ask me for my ID, it makes me feel good. But then they see the 19 in my ID, and they're like, ha ha ha. I'm like, just scan it, please. Make me feel better, you know? But, it's like, then someone mentioned, I really wish I could remember her name, but I can't. She goes, yeah, I got ID'd to buy an energy drink earlier this week. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. And I got to buy an energy drink, and she explained and then Jomio saw it, that they explained that you're 16 to buy energy drinks in the UK. And I go, okay, this may sound like an ignorant American thing, but do you have to be, like, is there an age limit on, like, canned coffee? And they just laughed. They're like, no, there's not an age limit on canned coffee. You know, kids don't want to drink that. They want to drink the energy drink. I'm like, okay. And me sitting there saying that reminded me before of how, like I said, people in the US tend to get insulted when I say this may sound like an ignorant American thing, but that's exactly what it is. It's my American ignorance because I don't know any better. I don't know any better. I just know that in the US, my 16-year-old, sorry, that's a bad example because they just said 16-year-olds. Okay, my 12-year-old, if he wanted to, could go across the street and buy a energy drink. He doesn't drink energy drinks. Actually, he's been drinking body armor. Have y'all seen that stuff? I don't even know what it is, but that's what he's been drinking. Actually, let me pause. I'll go see if there's one in there. Okay, this shows you how non-hands-on I am as a parent and how my youngest suffers. No judgment here. No judgment. I got 3 kids. Okay? So I didn't know what body armor actually was. I had never really looked at it. So he drinks like this strawberry banana one. It's a super hydration sports drink. And so I'm making sure that it's not like, the thing is, it's with the Powerade and everything, and he doesn't drink the Edge stuff or the sports water. He literally just drinks this one. That exact one, the strawberry banana. That's the one he likes. So, it's actually not that bad, but that explains why my mom can't drink it. It's got coconut water in it. She's allergic to coconut. Okay. Look at me like, okay. It's actually not that bad at all. It's just expensive. It's got pure cane sugar, coconut water, concentrate, citric acid, a bunch of other crap. So that's actually not that bad. Anyway, yeah. So again, let me go back to what I was saying. My youngest does not drink energy drinks that I know of. Like, I know we have a bunch of Monsters here, which hopefully Monsters don't go bad, but that they bought when my son and my husband were in town, and they're just sitting in the fridge because nobody drinks that crap around here. Sammy, I love her, but she drinks coffee. She is definitely my daughter. Have you ever been just known somebody to where they could not deny their parent, not because of looks, but because of personality? That is my Sam. The dark humor, the just don't give a fuck attitude, all this other shit. She's basically me without the super high anxiety, so she's the me y'all see online, because that anxiety is not really that high online. There's times that I get paranoid and I will message somebody saying, hey, did I go too far or whatever, but most of the time I just learn not to give a fuck because of the fact that if, worst case scenario, I never have to see anybody again. You know what I mean? I could just disappear, change my username, whatever. Considering I've been going by Keona BT for 12 years now, it would take a little more effort, but shush. And y'all know how to find me too. it's like giving up habits and all that. It would be hard to do. Have you ever thought about disappearing on the internet? We talk about, there was somebody in the art community, not the full art community, but the art community that Miss Coffee is a part of on Twitch. There was somebody who tried to erase their identity and rebuild their identity, but the mistake they made, and I'm going to tell you this right now, if you want to disappear and rebrand, do not go back to the same channels. If you are disappearing and rebranding, you have no contact with anybody from that past life. And that was her problem, is she wanted to have contact with people from that. Yeah, she was rebranding, but she was rebranding trying to reset an opinion about her, but you can't do that. You cannot do that when people already have this feeling about you. You know, it's like, it would be like when I was little, back in the olden days, before social media, all you had was Internet Explorer. Back then, if you wanted to disappear, your parents made you change schools or you moved. Okay? I'm just setting this. What was that? That was D10? Sorry, I like to mark out when I finish something in the time. But, so, back then you would just move. I hate to say it. And you would never have contact again with those people. And let's look at the witness protection program. I know this is going to a real big extreme, right? So if you go to the witness protection program, right? What I'm doing. So you go to the witness protection program. You have contact with nobody. It is literally, you are gone. You are a memory. And so if you are going to recreate yourself online and put that past life behind you, that means you're not going to go to your former associates. Look at me sounding like a fucking mob member, but you're not going to go to your former I got this stuck on my finger and it messed everything up. You're not going to go to your former associate and be like, hey, can we be friends? I'm a new person. This is so crooked. No, you're going to be avoiding them like the plague. They don't exist to you anymore. Okay? And that's the problem. So if you're going to erase your identity online and come out as a new person or try to start new, you're going to start new. You're not going to sit there and try to have the same associates that you had before. The same associations? Yeah. Now, sorry, that was like tucked away, so I ended up carrying this paper towel like crazy. So, or you could be like me, to where I had a falling out with somebody, and instead of acting like it didn't happen and that person didn't exist, I said I told my community publicly I had a falling out with this person, so there's a few people you may not see. I didn't even say, I said I had a falling out with somebody. So you may notice a few names gone in the chat, you may notice some names gone in the Discord, but everything's fine, you know. And I didn't say anything else because of the fact that, one, no need to bring more attention to it than necessary. Two, why reset my whole identity over a falling out of miscommunication and everything else? And three, it was nobody's business what the fuck happened. Okay. Look. I am all for sharing tea, and I'll save it for the end. I will save some tea for the end. I'm all for sharing tea and spilling the beans and everything else, and everything like that, because I'm a woman. And I'm sorry, all you women sitting there clutching your pearls right now. going, oh my god, that's such a stereotype. Look, it is more common than not that women love to sit there and share information. Or gossip, as the proper term is called. Yeah. So, you could sit there and take a long look at your life choices and tell me I'm right. Or you can sit in denial, but I'm pretty sure most women, not all, have sat there and shared some gossip at one point in their life. And it could be as little as, did you hear that so-and-so had a baby? Or, yeah, they got a new job. That's just what we do. We share information. We're social creatures. Can't believe I sliced that. It's fine. Everything's fine. Where we at? Ooh, it might be too close to do that line. Yeah, it's too close to do that line. We're not going to do that line. Get out of my way real quick. Let's dump some trash, shall we? Oh, y'all can't even see. Come here. It doesn't want to come here. It said no. It said no. There you go. That's my little bit of trash I was pouring out. Oh, and I stuck it straight to the canvas. My bad. Okay. Where are we starting from? Let's go ahead and start from this side. That was fun. Yeah, my hand stuck a little bit, but we'll be fine. Actually, let's do this. You ever go backwards in the line? Start with 51, 71. Are there any 70s? I do not see any bow ties. I play this weird game with myself. Don't mind me. There's a 69. Is there a 68? 68. Which number is 68? Yeah, if they were in order, but I usually just throw them back in here. I think I'm blind. Oh no, there's 68. Is there a 68? That is the at symbol. Well, it's not at, it's a lowercase a. I just think of at. So let's talk about that. So, not many people on YouTube know what Discord is. Mine's listed down below, which you will not have permission to talk in until you. It's always been that way. But, I just like knowing who people are, and I've had a lot of trolls. And there's people that I deliberately will not give permission to talk. It's hilarious. In my head, it's hilarious, and that's all that matters. So, 67. If you go into a Discord, and their at everyone is enabled for everyone, don't use it. But it's enabled. Don't use it. Trust me. Just because something's enabled doesn't mean you should use it. Okay? But it's enabled. Yeah, so is my ass. Do I show my ass everywhere? Figuratively, yes. Literally, no. Okay? Oh, my brain just died. What number am I on? 62. 62. Hold on, we'll start talking here in a second. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, there's some of that. There's some 61. Some 60. Some 59. I saw that all over the place. Some 58, maybe? No 58. No 57. I saw some 56. And I see some 55s. And then the rest are in the other one. Yeah, if I would just put this in order, that wouldn't have been that hard. I have a pile of goodies. Alright. Where's my 71? There it is. So, what was I talking about? Oh, we were talking about Discord etiquette. Yes, Discord etiquette. If somebody happens to have at everyone turned on for everyone, don't use it. Don't. If you are using somebody else's Discord without their express permission to talk about your shop, your content, you're this, you're that, and it's not like, oh, I had a bad day today. Or, oh my god, my kid did this. Okay? We get family, lifestyle stuff, but we're talking about things that are that literally you would not sit there and say in a public forum. Like, you would not sit there and stand on a lunchroom table and go, you need to check out my shop. Something like that. Without express permission to do so. Okay, and yeah. Before y'all even start, freedom of speech does not exist when it comes to somebody else's property. And think of somebody's Discord as their own private property. Okay? So, there are people that I've noticed, seeing people use it maliciously, but there are people who use that, everyone not realizing it. They just think, oh, it's enabled, so I can use it. No, it's fucking annoying. I run a Discord server I've been running for God knows how many years at this point. Mixer was still a thing. I've had it forever. One of my long-time viewers, can you tell me when it opened? I'm thinking like 2015, 2016, like near the beginning of Discord. Either way, I've had Discord since forever. But, one, nobody knows my Discord exists unless you go to my content. Except for, I think I talked about it in a private group. We talked about it because of the fact we were talking about the whole at everyone situation. So, I forgot to do that. Anyway. So, nobody knows, like, nobody in communities know I have a Discord except for my own, because it's nobody's damn business, okay? 1 second, I gotta look at something. Okay. So, it is nobody's business if you have a Discord, or if you're doing something and you want the whole world to know. You don't put that in somebody else's Discord. Okay, treat somebody's Discord like you would treat somebody's YouTube channel, comments, Twitch channel, chat, Instagram comments. If you are in my Discord and you at everyone, one, it's not turned on. I don't even use it. But say it is. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to private message you, because I believe in private messaging. We've been on about this all week. I will private message you and say, hey, there's no need to at everyone in the Discord. You can just simply, say, hey, this is what's going on. Especially mine. There's not a lot going on. And a lot of these Discords aren't scrolling and everything else. I'm in one Discord that scrolls. And that's Strippins. I can't keep up with this. I keep trying. I can't. But anyway, so these Discords, they don't move. Like, there's no reason to at everyone. Period. Not even at here. So, you want to know the difference between at here and at everyone? At everyone will notify you whether you are online in Discord or not. So, you will get the notification when you come back on the Discord. At here will only notify you if you are on Discord. At here is pretty much, hey, everyone who's here. I will use an at here once in a while in my Discord. I will never use an at everyone because I think it's annoying myself. And I also created roles in my Discord for alerts. I thought about making a new role for shop alerts, but that means I gotta go fiddle with the bot again, and I don't feel like it. But I got, like, community, news, live, and I think there's another one. Oh, Stream Raiders. So if I'm playing Stream Raiders, it's one, I gotta be streaming, but say I'm playing Stream Raiders, I'm going to at Stream Raiders, everyone. So those people who have chosen that role will get the notification. That's what I'm saying. It's all about being courteous to other people. And not a lot of people are courteous to other people. This is going to be a long WIP Chat. Because there's a lot I've been wanting to say about a lot of things, and I keep my mouth shut, or I mention it in a story. It's just, certain communities are new to certain areas, whether it be Discord, Twitch, YouTube, like me. I'm new to YouTube. And there's different etiquettes between them all. And I do not like the YouTube etiquette, so I will not live by the YouTube etiquette. Fuck the YouTube etiquette, because I like the Twitch etiquette. That's what I know. That's what I've been dealing with for the past 12 years. That's what you're going to get out of me. The only difference is these VODs don't disappear in 60 days. Or if they're a clip, they don't last forever. Or they do last forever without being a clip. There we go. They last forever without being a clip. Okay. So, yeah. Which, if you give me a second, we will talk about that here in 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. So, I lost my temper a few times and slammed my door with my recording light on it and knocked the light off, and I've broken it. So, yeah. And I haven't bought a new one yet to replace it. So, we tend to get interruptions nowadays. And my package came, which was a new case for my Kindle Scribe. Yeah, I can show you this real quick. See right there? Like, not gonna show you. There you go. You see that? Yeah, I dropped it. Not only do I have a temper, I'm also a klutz. So it happens. Yeah. So that new case came. As well as, some bottles. Like condiment bottles. And some white pigment. For resin. So, shop items. Shop items. Yeah. Where were we at? Oh, we were talking about cultures. Etiquette. For certain areas. Like, so, YouTube etiquette is really not that much different than Twitch etiquette, except for that one thing to where, and I still don't understand it, and I will never follow it, is you can't go live while another creator of the same genre goes live. That makes no fucking sense to me, because I come from a live streaming platform, and YouTube wants to be a live streaming platform. So, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna sit there and learn every single person's schedule and be like, okay, I can't go on because this person's on. Or say I have a friend who's live. I love you, sweetie, but that's not going to change my mind. My schedule will always be made for what's best for me, not what's best for someone else. The Twitch etiquette is you don't give a fuck. You got a schedule, you do it. Also, when I do come back to streaming, it will be on Twitch, not on YouTube, even though it'll only be 1 day a week. And I am trying to consider that day because I do have friends and stuff like that I would prefer to be watching than streaming. But that is a completely different thing. That is a completely different thing. So, I watch a lot of streams. You'd be surprised. In fact, I got a message asking me if my current things about not asking me shop questions in streams had to pertain with Miss Coffee's stream. I guess she's one of them. She's not the only one. As I mentioned, it was 3 different streams. And that's another thing. That's what we're talking about, shop etiquette. Not shop etiquette. Stream etiquette, I guess platform etiquette. There's one thing that is about the same in every single platform, and that is you do not promote yourself on other people's revenues. Avenues, maybe? Is that what I'm thinking of? Either way, you don't sit there. My Discord, unless there's a place for it. It's called, self-promo. Actually, no. What's it called? Oh, I can't think of what it's called Either way, I have a channel to where people self-promo as well as if they find somebody they like, they share their streams, okay? I have a channel meant for that. And a lot of creators have a channel in their Discords for that. That's what I'm saying, is there's usually an avenue in Discord that they allow. You just don't take it upon yourself to start doing things. And so, seeing people not knowing Discord etiquette and breaking Discord etiquette, and the creators don't know the full Discord etiquette either, so they're like, am I being an asshole? No, you're not being an asshole. It's your Discord. You determine what happens in it, you know? And that's what I'm trying to say is, like, you can go into a Twitch chat to where it's follow for follow. Please don't do that. But you can go into one of those, and they go, yeah, just tell me your stream, and I will shout you out. And then every other, you know, Twitch chat will follow proper Twitch etiquette and be like, this is my platform. If I choose to shout you out, I will. I know people who don't even shout out raids. But of course, you have to think about the streams I hang out in. There's not many streams I hang out in where there's less than 100 people in there. Most of the streams I hang out in have multiple thousand. There are no shoutouts. And so, using other people's streams as a place to promote yourself, especially when they don't allow it, ain't right. And other people's avenues. I'm going to say avenues because that's the best way to put it. Because it's not just streams. We're talking Discord. We're talking YouTube. We're talking Instagram. You know how many comments I delete daily? Or not daily. Every time I put up an Instagram post. Every single time I put up an Instagram post, I get those robot comments saying, promote it on this, promote it on that. Yeah, to me that's the same shit. And it's going to instantly be deleted. I don't even care if some of it's legit. Most of it's not. And then we also have where I wasn't going to talk about this, but I will spill this tea. I'm going to do it right now while I'm thinking about it. I receive maybe a couple dozen views on my worst videos. My worst videos will maybe hit 20. But my best videos are the time-lapse ones, and they consistently hit between 80 and 100-something views. Probably like 120. Okay? That's my viewership. I have 477? Okay, I can't confirm how many subs I have. But, you know, it's somewhere around there. It's around that ballpark. I don't have a lot. So I have my channel. I promote my channel, whatever, in my own way. I continue making my own content. I use the tags, because a lot of creators don't use tags. Let me tell you, 2 videos I put out with no tags got 20 views. And that was after weeks. 1 video, similar video, had tags, got 20 views in the first few days. Okay? So tags, no matter what they say, when you are growing, tags help. But anywho, what I was trying to say here is I'm using my own avenue. Somebody asked me, they asked me very politely for a PR package for my shop to show on their channel. And they mentioned their sub numbers, which was a little over 1,000. So, about triple my numbers. A little less than triple. Because triple would be closer to 1,500. But anyway. And they did not mention their views. They also mentioned they had a Facebook group, and I don't pay attention to Facebook. I politely said my shop is too small and too new to provide PR packages. What I sent Miss Coffee was not a PR package. She has helped me every step of the way. When I was messing around with some resin stuff, I said, oh, the colors are all off. I'm still testing things. And she goes, oh, I like that. And I go, you want it? Otherwise, it's just going to sit here. And she says, yeah. And so it was one little cover minder that still hasn't been released on my shop, mind you. And I sent her that. Then I sent her a wax binder because I thought she would like it. And I sent her some stickers for the kids and the hubby, because I'm not going to send anything, you know, to the coffee house without, you know, paying the family tax. If you know, you know. And so that's the only thing, and that wasn't even a PR package. That's the closest you could say to a PR package. So I'm too small of a shop to provide PR packages. Well, I politely said that, you know, and I went on my way. But it was nagging me. I go, I gotta check out this YouTube channel. Now, I'm not gonna mention the name, so I will spill the tea, but I will not share the name. So I go to this YouTube channel. Yes. 1.22 thousand? Yeah. So 1,200 subs. Yeah. Over 1,000 videos. Most recent videos, 3 of them, 10, 6, and 8 views. And I am really, really glad that I did not look at this person's channel before I replied, because I would have been snarky, and that's not good for the shop, that's not good for me, and that's not the type of person I am. But if I get more views with my 470-something subscribers, why would I give away a PR package to somebody who may have more subscribers than me but has less views? I have more of a reach than you do at this point. And that's what I'm saying. The only reason I'm harping on it is the first time anybody ever asked me for free shit. And I'm, again, too small to give away free shit. I got an order this week from a friend. Long time friend. And I read aloud the name, didn't even look at the location, and I go, okay, so-and-so. And then I realized who it was, and I go, that asshole, he could just ask me for it. And that's a friend of mine. Went to my shop and patroned my own shop, okay? This is somebody who could have text messaged me and said, hey, I like your stickers. And I would have been like, they're in the mail. You know what I mean? So, my friends aren't even asking me for free shit. You know, Miss Coffee, the one who has sat there and helped me the most, by the way, I talk about how much she helps me, but she is a small fraction of the sales I've made at this point. A lot of it is I use the Etsy marketing and I pay for the ads and the promotions and all that, and I use my own avenues. Again, you have to use your own avenues. You cannot leech off other people. But anywho, she's never asked me for free shit. There's the section frame. She goes, I need to get me some of those section frames. Not once has she said, hey, Keona, why don't you send me some of those section frames so I can show them off? She has never asked me. Okay? And she's a creator with God knows how many views she gets on a video. You know, she has 44,000 subs, and she's got, I don't even know how many followers on Twitch, but I know she's averaging high on Twitch right now. So, she's a friend of mine, or I would consider a friend of mine, and it's like, seriously? Who do you think you are asking for this? But I didn't say anything afterwards. They responded saying thank you for responding, and whatever it was, you know. And it was that simple. Now, what am I looking for? 63. I'm trying to do these in order, and they're not in order right now, which I'm doing right now, so I can stop doing that. It's distracting me. I don't even know what I'm gonna name this. Maybe just name it I'm Back, because I'm back, bitches! That's what I said. As soon as I got back, I went into the Discord, Miss Coffee's Discord, into her mod chat, and I go, I'm back, bitches! And I told her, I go, your first stream. After I come back, I'm gonna put I'm back, bitches. And I did. No shame, bitch, no shame. Oh, there's also a big difference between being like me, to where you make jokes and talk about using somebody for clout, but not actually do it. And then, you know, then actually using someone for clout. Because of the fact that I'm gonna sit there and tell you I have no fucking shame. There's, you know, I get this from Rooster. It's called forced collaboration, to where if I get an idea from somebody, I will change it up to make it my own, and I'll be like, yeah, I stole that from that person. Forced collaboration. You know? And it's just, it's no shame. If you're going to do something that you could be called out for anyway, you might as well take full blame for it. You know, not full blame, but take full responsibility for it. That's the word I'm looking for. And have no shame about it. Because, yeah, it's like I said, that person with the Discord etiquette with the at everyone, the people. You know, one person didn't know any better. One person, I don't even know if they know any better or not. But it's like, at the same time, you're using other people's platforms, and it's like, at least have no shame about it. No shame. I've seen people go, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know it was rude. I didn't know that. It's like, really? You didn't? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I can give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? This is going to be a long video. Holy cow, I just looked up. It's been an hour and a minute that this section's been recorded. Ooh, my bad. We talked about that, about how it's really hard to make a video that's less than an hour. Because I've heard creators talk about how hard it is to make one that is an hour. But that's only if you're talking about your week. I don't just talk about my week, I talk about my opinions, and I did not talk about any of my vacation, so you have no clue what went on. Dun, 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 dun. I did get some pictures of Pete Alonso batting. Oh my god. I did get some... Dude, I ate well. Oh, and I went and I saw Cooper Allen, so I'm happy. That's what I said. I told you I crossed the alley twice, or 3 times. On the 1st of April. Yes, so we're talking about 2 weeks ago almost. During my vacation, I got concert tickets to see Cooper Allen in Fort Myers, Florida, and even though I was in Miami, I go, let's go. I'll pay for the tickets, I'll pay for the gas, I'll pay for the, you know, the tolls. And I did, and I went, and I saw Cooper Allen, and can we talk about how, even though I love my country and everything, the honky-tonk is just not my scene. The honky-tonk bar with the dance halls and all that. Oh, I was a fish out of water. 1, I don't drink. 2, I was driving, so I couldn't drink. I don't drink publicly. I drink at home. That's the type I am. I will have a drink, and it'll help me sleep because of, you know, it's really hard to sleep when you have ADHD. But, I don't drink publicly. I don't think... I can't tell you the last time I drank at a bar. I had drinks out at dinner. My birthday, not last year, the year before, you know. I've had drinks at, you know, with dinner, but I was walking back to the hotel, you know. And I've had drinks with friends, but again, not at a bar. So the last time I think I've had a drink at a bar, I think I was 21. The night I turned 21. Oh, and I got shit-faced. That is a story I'll have to tell you about. I'll tell you all about the leprechaun one day. You'll leave a comment down below and ask me about the leprechaun, and that will let me know if you made it all the way to the end, because once we finish this color, I know I got some other colors laid out, but once we finish this color, we are done for the day. So, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me, and I missed you guys, and I'm so excited to be back, and videos are coming. We got the time-lapse video already started. We had the time-lapse video already in works. In fact, this will be part of the time-lapse video. And I will be recording the unboxing video for Monday on tomorrow. So it's really good to be back and getting back into the groove of things and getting everything done. Sorry, I'm having issues here. See? It's perfect time to have issues. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I've been trying to do this for an hour. Or 2 hours now. Wow. Either way, y'all. Look, we got some stuff done today. Yay! And there's the colors I had set aside. So, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me and putting up with me. And I know, it's a gloomy day outside. It's a gloomy day. And I'm kind of gloomy because I'm not feeling well. I'm a little pale today, too, even. Either way, if you guys enjoy these, leave a thumbs up. It lets me know that you like this stuff, or leave a comment. I love those comments. I love reading the comments. I really do. I will be doing something like this, a WIP Chat style, for shop updates from now on, to where I just sit there, I tell you about my day, I talk about my opinions and my feelings, because this channel will always be my outlet. Whether it's turns into a like streaming format or a video format. And right now I give you a set 4 videos a week. I give you the Sunday time lapse, the Monday unboxing, the Wednesday shop update, and the Friday WIP Chat. And so I'm going to actually try to start recording those a day in advance at least, except the time lapse, which has to be done every day. And that way I have the time, I can sit there and I can talk about maybe whatever's bothering me. And maybe I'll do less shop talk during the WIP Chats if I do it that way. Because I know some of y'all don't care. Some of y'all don't give 2 shits. And you'd rather just hear about my day, or you'd rather just, I don't know, hear about my opinions on other things. So who knows? Either way, I'm going to get out of here. If you like what you saw today, leave a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to talk about, down below in the comments section. Also, all my socials are down in the comments. You know, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Twitch, my Discord, all that. You can go ahead and click on those. If you do join the Discord, remember, I have to see you first before you can even talk in there. But you can grab the roles that get you, like, all the specific alerts instead of an at everyone. Either way, I'm out of here. Y'all have an amazing day. And don't forget to subscribe. As I'm fixing these drills, they were crooked. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. It's like right here, right now. I'm going to catch y'all later. Where's it at? It's right here. Right here. I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.